Today, we are talking all things CV. And to help guide us on that journey is our CV expert, Jen Harity. Thank you for being with us.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Okay, let's start with the basics. What is a CV and how is it different from a resume?
Sure. So CV stands for Curriculum Vitae, which is Latin for course of life.
What? I thought it meant career vibes.
The difference is, a resume is going to be a much shorter document, really focused on professional history, where a CV has the emphasis on the professional history plus your educational background. Those that would more likely use a CV are going to be ones that are applying for roles in academia, like faculty, researchers, graduate students, or even like medical professionals like physicians. It really is kind of required and needed to have that additional focus on the education.
Don't job hunt in the dark like Y2K. Search our YouTube channel for more smart tips. Well, I would love to take a look at an actual CV with you.
Yeah, let's do it.
So take a look at this. This is from the world of academia. And tell me what you're seeing.
They've done a really great job of listing their experience. They use bullet points. They've done a really great job of including dates and have the information in that reverse chronological order. So it just makes that information stand out very easily.
And what do you think could be improved upon?
This person has an objective statement, which really isn't needed because they have a wealth of experience and education already. Also see that they have their education below their experience. So I would just move that and kind of start with education first. For their publications, links would be really great. Give somebody something to click on so they can actually go and see the quality of your work and writing and see those examples. Some additional information that would just level up the CV would be including links to their course syllabi, also including that quantifiable information, giving some context so that you kind of really know, okay, what was the class size or what's the volume of students that you work with? A large role that faculty play is in bringing in money for the institution, whether it's grants or securing scholarships for students. So since this person has done that, it would be good to put that monetary value. But overall, have a really great starting place here.
Now, I think a lot of people are more familiar with writing a resume, but not so much a CV. So do you think that there's any specific guidelines they should follow when writing one?
And generally, when we think about CVs, it's just going to have a lot more information. Starting from the top, of course, you'll have your contact information. Summaries are optional for CVs. They're great for somebody who's earlier in their career, but you don't necessarily need them. Then kind of a next important section is going to be education. So within this, you're going to include your degrees listed in reverse chronological order. Do include dates. Those are really important. Then you're going to get into your work history. You'll also include skills like you would have on a resume, but then you get into like the meat and what really makes a CV different, which is all of these other sections like presentations, awards, publications, scholarships, grants, research projects. The list can really go on. And because there's so much extra information, there's really no page limit. It really just depends on your level of experience and education. As long as what you're including in there is relevant, perfectly fine to go over 2 pages.
Jen, you've been so helpful in helping us craft a strong CV. I'd like to take a moment just to recap everything we learned.
Just starting from the top, make sure you include a header. This is going to have your contact information. Summaries are optional, but good if you're earlier in your career. When it comes to education, you're going to put that before experience. Within your work experience and education, you want to list that in reverse chronological order and make sure you include the dates. Make sure you're also including hard and soft skills and inserting quantifiable information wherever you can. Simple layouts are great. And just remember that there's no page limit. So if you've got a lot of experience in education, put it in there if it's relevant. But make sure that you're going back to the industry standards and seeing what's appropriate.
I hope you're taking notes, CV writers, because you're going to be a pro after this. You guessed it. It's time to put our guest to the test. So Jen, we created a fake CV for you with common resume mistakes. Let's see what you do.
Okay.
Go.
First things first, in their header, there's no contact information. They have their skills section next. I would move that closer to, page 3 or 4. This education needs to go to first page. There are no dates. Information about their course syllabi would be good. Really, I just think this resume could benefit with some formatting.
Jen, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge with us today. And it has honestly been so helpful to learn what it takes to make a world-class CV.
No, thank you so much for having me.
Thanks once again to our oh-so-knowledgeable guest. And thanks to all of you for taking the time to listen and learn. Here's something helpful today? Drop that in the comments below. And best of luck on your job search journey. I'll be rooting for you.